Well, hi again. It's been a long time. Sorry about that. But I got this great tune that I really wanted to share with you today because it's so much fun. It's a great tune. It's called Bound to Ride, called Bound to Have a Little Fun. And it's by a gentleman named Gusty Wallace. It's in the key of G. Nothing crazy about it or anything. It's actually a fairly, fingering wise, it's a fairly simple tune. Key of G, like I said, and I always want to say this. This is just my version of it. Like I say to a lot of folks, you find 25 different fiddle players to play this tune or any tune, and you'll find 25 different versions of the same tune. It all sound the same tune, like the same tune, but 25 different ways of approaching that. So this is my version of Bound to Have a Little Fun by Gusty Wallace. So that's the whole tune. It's like I say, just a whole bunch of fun to play. It's a little crooked in the second part, just because it's got an extra measure or so. And it starts like this. If you want to do the four potatoes, great. The tune actually starts on your E note on your first finger on the D string. And so that's kind of a little bit unusual, but not too bad. But it goes like this. Here's the first call. Okay, pretty simple little maneuvering around there. Here's the answer. And if you can do that double stop with the C note on the top end, that's great. Here's the next call. Same as the first call. This is the answer to that. Now when I walk up those notes to the end there, I'm using what's called ghost notes, if you're not familiar with those right at the moment. And that's when you're playing, this works really well on a scale, but you kind of lift your finger off the string and before you make the next note. And if you do it quickly enough, there's a little rhythm in there, and it sounds like it's an added extra note, which it is exactly. But it's just, it gives it a more of a rhythmic type of a thing. Then you can't really hear the note per se. Okay, let me do that again. You do that twice. That's the A part. Pretty simple, really, when you come right down to it. The B part starts up on the E string. That's your first call. Or you can go. Then the answer to that is up on the open E string, or you can use that unison. The next call, which is the same as the first. The answer to that or you can go more notes in there. Then the call, another call, which is the same as the very first one. And the answer to that is the same as the first answer. Here's the B part. That's the whole tune. It's a pretty simple tune when you come right down to it and break it down like that. I'm just going to play it once through for you again, all the way through, but kind of at a slow tempo, so you can, when you get this all figured out, you can play along with it. All right, there you go. Bound to have a little fun. Thanks a bunch, and we'll see you next time.